What's going on, fantasy entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray, back with another Gamecock review. Today, we're speaking about the huge win between the Kentucky Wildcats and Lexington, Kentucky. The game started off really slow. It was 7-7. We actually got the first play of the game. We got a fumble recovery in the 2-yard line, scooped the score with Marshawn Lloyd. We also was started off really slow. Kentucky started their backup quarterback that never played college football in his life. They was giving us high school highlights. Sherrod, I think his name was. And it looked like that South Carolina was going to lose the game. It looked like that we was going to fumble the bag, even though we had a block punt. And our defense was really playing well. But as you can see right now, the score, it is what it is. We beat a top-ranked team in the nation. Kentucky at the time was number 13. And we, fortunately, got the win. So I want to look at some of the stats. And as I'm talking right now, the game is still going on. But the game is going to be a wrap. So let's look at the stats real quick, right? Right now, the score is 24, actually 14, because they just scored. But I want to kind of go over the stats real quick, to say the least. So, right now, Spencer Rattler, 177, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He threw a touchdown pass to Juice Wells. Sharon, their quarterback, had 168 yards. And I think that 2 touchdowns. Marshawn Lloyd had over 100 yards rushing with 1 touchdown, 19 carries. I love the fact that they're giving him a lot of work. Jalen Brooks, Juju McDowell, and Jaheim Bell. There's a lot of other people that got touches, but the bulk of the touches came from Marshawn Lloyd. But also, Kentucky rushing game, Chris Rodriguez had 22 yards, 126. They killed us on the ground as well. As far as receiving, we beat them in receiving. Let me see this, guys. I'm sorry. Do not want that to happen. Juice Wells has a touchdown. And what else we got? Jalen Brooks had a rushing touchdown too as well. And like I said, we got a block punt. We also got a fumble recovery. So this was a huge win for the Gamecocks. So let's look at the Gamecock schedule real quick to kind of go from there. As I pull up their schedule, our next game against Texas A&M, and like I said, that's a winnable game too. Missouri's a winnable game too. Vanderbilt's a winnable game too, and Florida's a winnable game too. So if we can win the next, so we're 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2, 8-2, we got a chance to go 8 wins, and that's something that at the beginning of the season. When we lost to Arkansas and Georgia, things looked very bleak for us, to say the least. And for us to not only come back and win some games, but beat a number 13 team in the nation. And like a lot of y'all going to say, hey, Kentucky was not at full strength. I understand that, but you cannot control who plays. You have to play the guys that are on the field. Marcus Satterfield got a lot of flack for what his play calling plays were on Twitter and everything else like that. I assume that we are going to do better things when it comes to playing Texas A&M. And hopefully the second half we came up when we won the game. To be 4-2 at this point is probably one of not, I wouldn't say a miracle, but it's one of those things like, man, we should have been here. We had to get this win against Kentucky, because if we didn't get this Kentucky win, Mizzou is not a gimme. And Vanderbilt is not a gimme. So right now we have our pathway to 6 wins. But we also have a pathway to win 8 games. And if we continue to click or whatever, we can probably win 9 games this year. So this is a huge win for Shane Beamer and for the South Carolina Gamecocks. I am super excited, to say the least. I am looking forward. I'm looking forward to a lot of great things that are happening, man. I'm looking for a lot of great things to happen. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. South Carolina just beat the top 15 team in the nation, the Kentucky Wildcats, as we look to go home to Texas A&M to try to get a dub. Y'all let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. But like always, until next time, people.